While adhering to the trademarks of the independent film category, Away We Go doesn't make the mistake of taking itself too seriously.
Canada be damned. I'm going to the Klondike.
The Klondike is Canada.
Giorgio, you be doing just fine, brother.
When it comes to independent films, there's a number of aspects aside from the business side of filmmaking which make it recognizable. This is especially true when talking about movies from the 20-aughts. 2009's Away We Go is no exception, and although it shares some of the keynote traits of other independent films of its era, Away We Go still has enough elements to set it apart.
Babies like to breathe and they're good at hiding it. I put a pillow over her baby. I thought she wasn't breathing, but she was. She was sneaky, but I'll try again.
But before we depart on our journey, a little synopsis on Away We Go. Away We Go follows our main characters, Bert and Verona, played by John Krasinski, and Maya Rudolph, who are on the cusp of becoming first-time parents. With only a few months remaining until the birth of their child, Bert's parents drop a major bomb which throws a wrench into their plans.
We really want to share this with you. Your presence is really, really important to us.
Yeah. Oh, you're so right. We so are looking forward to it. We will definitely be there.
The only reason we won't be there is if we're living in Belgium.
Okay, we have news.
It's big.
Blindsided by the news, Bert and Verona begin to reconsider their future and question the possibility of moving themselves.
Bert, you know, we don't have to stay here.
What?
I'm saying we could leave too.
Unsure where exactly to settle, the two take a tour of various places, which are the home to colorful characters from their lives.
Oh, now she's shy. Did you see her ass? She's got like, what is it? What is it? Oh,
What?
junk in the trunk. She's got junk in her trunk. Oh, looks like a duffel bag full of bricks. I don't know if dykes go for that or not, do they? Bert, you worked with a lesbian, didn't you?
By the end of their journey, the hope is they will have found a new place to call home and start a family. Although the film is based around the concept of starting a new chapter in your life, Away We Go doesn't get bogged down in all the serious discussions which branch off from that. Yes, it does explore those, as well as more specific topics like parenthood, but Away We Go smartly gives us periodic moments of levity which allow us to catch our breath and come up for air before we drown in the real-world drama. This practice is very much a staple of other independent films of its time, like Garden State. However, this isn't the only feature which makes it so. From its acoustic guitar score, its pencil-sketched movie poster, and its stationary camera work for comedic effect,
What is that?
Oh! Magnificent, isn't it? I didn't think you'd notice. $12,000.
Away We Go has all the trademarks of an independent film. Thankfully for its comedic moments, Away We Go doesn't fall into the trap of being sanctimonious and snobby because it's an independent film. With some wonderful writing, those characteristics are reserved for certain characters.
Oh, there's this great Simone de Beauvoir quote. I can't remember the book, but I'll find it for you. It's something like, one is not born, but becomes a woman.
What does that have to do with...
But it's worth it. The pain is so enlightening. And now, having experienced childbirth, I watch CNN and I really feel like I understand war.
Speaking of characters, the supporting characters of Away We Go are a fascinating bunch. Some are comedic and some are serious, but most, if not all of them, offer some sort of advice into parenthood and/or maintaining a family.
You have to be so much better than you ever thought. Right.
Not everyone's advice should be taken, and it's apparent based on who's outrageously comedic and who's deadpan serious. Bert and Verona fall somewhere in the middle, and their state of mind mirrors the audience's, given how they respond to everything around them. They may be constantly questioning themselves, wondering which course of action to take.
What?
What are we gonna do?
What?
What are we gonna do?
But this neither makes them stupid nor inept. They're both smart characters, and it shows in how they discuss and decide upon the big questions and themes of the film. Although Bert and Verona go to various places like Madison, Montreal, and parts of Arizona, the exploration of settling in these places is less about the places themselves and more about the characters residing in them. Given the fact that some cities are filmed as a substitution for others, I'm grateful for that. Because the one thing I hate is having a well-known landmark in the background to indicate the setting. Certain regional draws may be touched upon briefly, and that's good enough for me.
You know what I hear they have in Montreal? You know what they put on their French fries there?
Mayonnaise.
Nope. Better. Gravy.
Hell yes, they do. When it comes down to it, Away We Go is a back-to-basics film. It's raw with both its drama and humor, and it's successful in making you laugh or tugging at your heartstrings. In either case, it doesn't go too elaborate in accomplishing those goals. Even though in recent years its director Sam Mendes has created one of the most technically proficient films with 1917, Away We Go is miles away from that. That lack of flashy camera work feels more like a case of allowing the script and performances to breathe and speak for themselves. This may also be another characteristic of that era's independent film style, yet it works perfectly, and I wouldn't have it any other way because it's raw and effective. Away We Go is an exploration of parenthood and starting anew, woven between its characters. It may not have the glamour of some other films, but Away We Go has more than enough to make up for that, independent of movies now and then.